What's going on? What's going on? If you're chiming in, please drop a 1 below and let me know you chiming in. Drop a 1 below for 1%. Let me know you chiming in. I see Gwendolyn on. I see Jean on. I see Mary on. I see Francis on. If you're chiming in, drop a comment or even drop that 1 for 1%. Let me know you chiming in. 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 Are you chiming in? See, you all names that I call. Are you chiming in? Or you just looking at me? Chiming in or you just looking at me? What's going on? What's going on? If you hopping on, what's going on? What's going on? Hope you're having a great week, great Wednesday. If you chiming in, say hello. Let me know you chiming in. Let me know you on. If you hot chiming in, let me know you on. If you're chiming in, let me know you on. Let me know you on. Let me know you on. Okay. I see Jasmine. I see Andrew. Still showing me Francis and Mary. Keisha. Okay. So definitely great evening to you all that's hopping on. I hope you had a great Wednesday. Been having a great week thus far. I wanted to chime in very quickly. Today has been an awesome day. Hello, Keisha. How are you doing? How are you doing? So I wanted to chime in because today has been an actual awesome day for myself, and I'm pretty sure for many of you all, and even the people that I've been with. So one of my good friends and brothers actually just had a major accomplishment in his career. And so we actually had a celebration lunch today over at his home that his fiance actually put together for him. And the accomplishment was he basically became a 7-figure earner in his network marketing company. And this gentleman, we go like way back. When I say go way back, I'm talking about like 2011 way back. And back when I was actually actively building in the network marketing industry myself, me and him, started off in the dens and living rooms together. I remember us doing presentations in Kroger offices over on my side of town, to eventually going on to get our own office as a team. And then me and him actually was fortunate enough to travel all over the globe doing presentations, impacting people, training people, and stuff like that. So we became more than just business partners. We became family over the years, even through the ups and downs and stuff like that. And like I say, he's reached a major milestone in his career, from going from $29 from when he first started in the industry to now, like I say, he's a 7-figure earner. He's helped a lot of people make 6 figures in the industry. So we actually celebrated him today at his house. We did a lunch, and it was awesome. Some great food, got to hang with some great people, got to catch up with some people that I haven't saw in a while. So I enjoyed it. But what I wanted to share on this live stream very quickly was a couple of takeaways that I actually took away from the conversation with himself. And it wasn't just necessarily the takeaways I got from him. I've heard it from several other people that have reached that status as well in terms of becoming millionaires or multimillionaires, etc. Because now it's very crazy. I know a lot of people that has reached that level. I have a lot of friends now that are actual millionaires, right? And coming from where I come from, I didn't come up in an environment around a bunch of millionaires. So, it's been an extreme blessing to be able to have those type of friendships to this day. But like I said, a couple of things that I actually took away from having a conversation with him that was similar to conversations that I've even had with other millionaires that are friends of mine is I asked him, I said, what do you believe a person that's made 6 figures in business? Now, I'm going to let you all know this was my own selfish intent, okay? But I'm going to share with you all what he told me. So here's the thing. If you have not made 6 figures yet, it's cool, right? You still need to listen to this information and still take it in and still apply it to your own life, okay? But if you've made 6 figures, you definitely want to take this in. But I asked him, I said, what do you believe is the mindset that a person that's making 6 figures needs to adapt to be able to get to 7 figures and above? And for one, here's one thing he told me before I get into that. He told me, say, Gerald, I already saw myself as a millionaire several years ago. So that's the first thing, right? He said, I already saw myself as a millionaire several years ago. I was already walking like a millionaire. I was already talking like a millionaire. And my thought process was pretty much even on the level of a millionaire. It's just the success stories hadn't caught up yet. And of course, the bank account hadn't caught up yet, right? But I already saw myself as a 7-figure earner years ago. I was already speaking this into existence. So that's the first thing I would share with you all is that if you want to get to that type of level in your life, right, or even if you don't want to become a millionaire, just think about it in terms of success leaves clues, right? If you're trying to get whatever success represents for you, right, I'm pretty sure you could take something away from this. So he said, you basically have to be intentional. You're not just going to look up one day and get to that level of success, if that makes sense. So anybody that's striving for that level of success, it has to be intentional. You already have to see it way before it comes. So that's the first thing, right? He said, I was already walking, talking, dressing, and even had the mindset of a millionaire a long time ago. It was just waiting on the success stories to catch up in terms of the people that I had to impact and serve and for my bank account to catch up. Right? And it took 10 years. I want you all to catch this. It took him 10 years to become a millionaire in the industry that he's in. I see some people get into businesses and in the first 30 days, if it's not working out, they're quitting. Okay? So that's the first thing. You can't never give up as well. You got to keep going at it. And he said this too, before I get into the real bit takeaway. He said as well that anyone who is willing to commit themselves to any type of business for 10 years and go hard at it on a day-to-day basis and don't give up, you're eventually going to become successful. So you want to also take note of that. Okay? There's many people in terms of success stories where it took them 10 years or even more to get to where they are. They just never gave up. They kept pushing until that happened. All right, so that's that. All right, another thing he said. All right, so this is my bit takeaway. Okay, so notice I'm talking about mindset type of stuff. I'm not really talking about like execution type of stuff in terms of building a business or business strategy. I'm not talking about marketing, advertising, sales, any of that on the live stream. I'm talking about the mindset. Okay? Because mindset comes before money. So, here's the thing he said as well. He said that millionaires, they know how to control their emotional state. Okay, you want to take note of that. They know how to control their emotional state. So a lot of people, whether it's in their lives or even if you're growing a business, I know a lot of business owners are on here. A lot of people they let their pains and their frustrations and negative emotions run their day a lot of times. Like, for instance, something may upset you at 8 a.m. in the morning, right? Or 9 a.m. in the morning when you're starting your day. Your kids might be getting on your nerves, or a family member might have said something to you that pissed you off, or you might have woke up and seen something on social media that pissed you off, or you may have tuned into the news, which is I definitely recommend don't watch the news, but you might have tuned into the news or something like that, and you seen something with politics or whatever the case may be, and it just pisses you off. And a lot of times that sets people's mood for the entire day, right? So they'll see something early in the morning, and then around 1 or 2 o'clock, they're still pissed off about something that happened early in the morning, right? It's still running through their mind. They're still even talking about it, maybe be talking about it with friends or whatever the case may be. And what he shared with me is that millionaires, they don't do that. Right? They know how to control their emotional state. So anytime they're going through any type of pains or frustrations, right, or any type of negative emotions are creeping up on them, they know how to instantly change their state. And the way they do that, you want to take note of this, is by gratitude. Gratitude. Thinking about what they are grateful for in this very moment. So instead of thinking about what's frustrating them or something that just upset them or made them angry, they shift their entire mindset to think, okay, what can I be grateful for right now? Because it could be a whole lot worse, right? What can I be grateful for right now? And let me celebrate that. Let me put a smile on my face about that, instead of thinking about this thing that's irking me or frustrating me or making me upset. So one of the things he recommended do, and I was recommended to do this several years ago, and I got to get back consistent with doing it even myself, is he recommended having a journal, right? And writing down in a journal everything that you're grateful for. He said, write down at least 100 things that you're grateful for. And every morning, review that list. And anytime you find yourself as well getting frustrated, or anytime you find yourself getting upset and angry, go and look at that list and find something to celebrate. Find something to be excited about. And that's what's going to basically drive you throughout the rest of your day. You're going to have a better day throughout the rest of your day. You're going to be able to crush it in your business on a day-to-day basis because you're in a positive state. You're in a great mood. Right? You got positive energy. You got good vibrations coming off of you, right? And you're always in that type of state. And it's going to also transfer on to other people, which attracts other people to you, right? Other people wanting to be around you. Other people wanting to build relationships with you. Other people may want to form partnerships with you or be in business with you or whatever the case may be. Okay, so it all starts from your emotional state. How many of y'all got some takeaways? I see you all showing me some love, so you must be getting some value from it. Okay? How many of you all got something out of that? And I know it may sound simple for some, but at the end of the day, you'll be amazed how many people, they may start doing something like that in terms of like thinking more of things around gratitude and stuff like that when that anger is arising on certain days and those negative emotions are arising on certain days. They may start it, but a lot of people don't stay consistent with it. And that's the difference between people that become like millionaires and above and kind of everybody else, right? And he shared that with me, but I've also heard that from some of my other millionaire friends, the same thing. So that's how I know that is the truth. It's the real, right? So I hope y'all got some value out of that. Hope you all got some value out of that. So the key is gratitude. To have more to be grateful for, you have to be grateful for what you already have. Great takeaways, absolutely. Awesome. I'm glad you got something out of it, Gene. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you got something out of it. And appreciate everybody that showed some love as well on the live stream. I just wanted to share with you all what he shared with me. I thought that was pretty huge. Because like I said, a lot of people are looking for strategies to become millionaires, or they're looking for what's the execution plan, or whatever the case may be, which is, that also has to be in play as well. But at the same time, a lot of times too, is mindset. Okay, so that's why I wanted to share that. And this is another thing he said very quickly. He said, if you don't have anything to celebrate at that moment, go find somebody else to celebrate. Hope y'all caught that. He said, if you don't have anything to celebrate at that time, go find someone else to celebrate. It don't all the time have to be just about you. Mindset, big one. Marlene says, I didn't hear everything, but I heard keep a journal and write what I'm thankful for. Right, that's what I basically was sharing. Marlene, I was sharing that my mentor was basically saying, one of my mentors and good friends and brothers who actually just became a 7-figure earner in his network marketing company, I went to lunch with him today for a celebration lunch for his accomplishment. And that's one of the things he shared with me in terms of what a lot of millionaires have in terms of their mindset versus everyone else, is they always have they're always in an emotional state of gratitude, right? The emotional state of gratitude. So instead of focusing on what pains they may be going through at this time or any frustrations and letting things anger them and upset them throughout their day, anytime any of those type of emotions arise with them, they quickly know how to switch their state, get into a peak state of celebration, of gratitude, right? Of things that they're grateful for at this particular time, right? Because things can always be worse. A lot of times we're dwelling on, how bad our job may be if you're currently still working a job and you want to go full time in your business, right? Or you're not making enough money, or you're behind on your bills, or somebody pissed you off, or somebody's talking about you, or politics, we're not happy with that, or whatever the case may be. But see, that's not what millionaires concentrate on. They really concentrate more on, like, what am I grateful for at this time? Right? What can I celebrate at this time? Okay, so they keep a journal of everything that they're grateful for. So what I was saying was, my friend was saying, get a journal and write down 100 things that you're grateful for. Review them every single morning, so you're starting your day off in a good state. And then anytime you find any frustrations arising or any anger or about to get upset about anything, refer back to your gratitude journal. So you can actually think of some things to be grateful for at this particular time, right? To shift your state. And some things to celebrate at this time. And even if you don't have anything to celebrate for you, or you don't feel you have anything to celebrate for you right now, go celebrate somebody else. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it feels good to go celebrate other people. I went to celebrate him today. I feel like it was my accomplishment as well by my brother getting to 7 figures. Absolutely. Because I actually was in the trenches with him for several years, building businesses with him. And I seen how far he came. So I felt like that was an accomplishment for our whole entire movement, our whole entire brotherhood. That's how you all got to start to look at success as well. Right? Absolutely. Glad you all getting a lot out of that. So I'm not going to hold you all too much longer. This is what I want to share with you all too in closing. I know a lot of you all have businesses. I actually just created a new training too, and it's absolutely free, no charge. I'm going to share it with you all. If any of you all want to check it out tonight, I just created a new training sharing the strategies that the top 1% of business owners are using to generate $1,000 to $3,000 to $5,000 a week on the internet. And I'm going to actually drop the link in the comment section. It's geraldbass.com/1%. You can check it out. It's a free training, no charge. I put some good information in there as well. And I'm pretty sure as business owners, you all want to take a look at that information. I'm pretty sure you'll get some takeaways from that as well. So I'm going to drop it in the comments below, geraldbass.com/1%. Any questions from you all? Anybody got any questions for me? I'm glad you all got some takeaways from that as well. Like I say, appreciate the love. Go live more. Okay, will do. Will do. I appreciate you sharing that with me. Since you said that, I am going to go live more. I appreciate that. Feel free to share this around, y'all, or anyone else you feel could benefit. Drop any comments below if y'all have any other questions or your takeaways. Anybody watching the recording as well, let me know you're watching the replay. And I'll be talking to you all soon. And I'm going to drop that link as well below if y'all want to take a look at that training. All right, y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for tuning in.